What is up, everyone? Happy freedom. Let me know how you're doing in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. I know it's a late one today. It is a late one today. So we're going to read through the schedule really quick. And then we're going to go through and make sure everything's running smoothly. I have had quite the day. I had to wake up early, go take the car to the shop to be serviced. But then there was incorrect parts sent. They were ordered correctly, but what they received was not the correct parts. So it ended up taking 3.5 hours. Then I made it home in time to go live for Coffee with Hooligans at 1. But then they were cutting holes into the wall of the apartment below me, directly below me, so you could not hear anything. I was doing tests and stuff to see how bad it was, and it was completely awful. And so I was unable to go live because you wouldn't have been able to hear anything. And then as I was waiting, I received my electric bill that was $100 more than it normally is. It was actually 3 times what it normally is. And that was concerning. So you guys, what? You guys can't hear me? Don't tell me that. That would be great. That would be great. Press 1 if you can hear me. Let's just start with that. Let's start with that. I'm having quite a day today. We almost didn't go live. But it makes me feel awful when I don't go live. Are things even set up correctly? Now I'm starting to have concerns. Okay, I'm seeing some ones. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. First thing to go right today. So anyways, my bill was triple what it's supposed to be for electricity, and I called. Said, hey, there's something wrong. A week ago, it was $100 more than it was supposed to be. They were supposed to send a guy out today to check the meter because they put new meters in. Now it was $160 more than it's supposed to be. Had concerns with that. I don't have the money to be paying stuff like that. They said that the meters are right and that my apartment is consuming more electricity than this person's 2-story house with central air running 24 hours a day. They said that my water heater must be broken and running continuously, or my furnace must be broken and running continuously. And then I had to explain to them I didn't have that. I didn't have a water heater. There is no furnace. The entire complex runs on a boiler system that runs on gas. So there's no way I'm consuming that much electricity. So they said they don't know. They have no idea why that's happening, and I should contact the landlord. So I contacted the landlord and was like, hey, this is what is happening. And they said, wow, you're paying more in electricity than I pay. And I was like, well, that's fantastic. It's fantastic. And so they said there's nothing they can do. That there is no electricity being used outside of my home. It has to be coming from here, and I need to shut things off. And I said, well, I got 3 lights running, 3 fans running, a refrigerator, and a computer, 3 monitors. Which one of these items would you like me to turn off? And how is that going to bring my bill down $165? And they said, no. There's no way. There's no way you're running that much. So, electric company doesn't know what's wrong. The landlord doesn't know what's wrong. I'm not consuming that much energy. And I just got off the phone with both of those assholes. So now my bill is just up $165. Nothing like paying like $200 bill, $210, $20 bill every month for electricity from now on for no reason. On top of my rent going up. I'm like, that's great. That's fantastic. And then I got a notification about some other stuff that's not really great going on, but I don't have time to deal with that. I don't have time to deal with that because I have to go live. Have to. I need it. But I am going to put some alcohol in my monster because I'm having a day, and I'll try not to get just totally sloshed here on the live. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I'm having a terrible day. Not bad enough to try fentanyl. I still don't know how you people out there are doing fentanyl and kicking the bucket. I'm having a day today, but not bad enough to do fentanyl. Put a little Crown Vanilla right here like that. Yeah, just a little bit like that. It'll be good. It'll be good. Dr. No Name, stop growing weed in the basement. I wish I had a basement to grow weed in. Just where I'm sitting, I'm in 3 or 4 rooms of my house because my apartment is so small. I practically live in a studio apartment. And now my electric is almost half my rent. So that's good. That's good stuff. It's alright. I don't know if you've ever had Crown in your monster, but cheers, hooligans. KD, weed's better than fentanyl. All day. All day. I'm going to have to start selling weed and fentanyl in order to pay my electric bill. Jesus loves us. Anyways, on the schedule today, it's catching up to me. We will be starting off a video titled, "You Don't Consider That Worth Studying, MTG Grills Extremism Expert." I didn't even know we had experts in extremism other than like Antifa, but it is what it is. Then we have a video titled, "Elon Musk Says Twitter Is Now Stable." Just a little update from Elon. Then we have a video titled, "Fetterman Stumbles Along While Grilling Bank Executives." He sounds just like old man Walter. Like, just like him. Then we have a video titled, "UK Startup Offers Solution to Catch Falling Satellites." I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that satellites were like falling out of space or however that works. I didn't know that was a thing. These guys are going to try and make some money catching them. And then we'll be wrapping things up today with a video titled, "DeSantis Sending National Guard Shows Border is American Problem." I didn't write that title. That's how they wrote it. Hopefully you're picking up what they're laying down. I don't have good grammar, but that title was wrote like crap. So anyways, that's what we're going to cover today now that I'm able to be live. We're going to read through the chat, make sure I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. What is up, everyone, on the Jeff Mac YouTube channel? I appreciate you being here. Wow, they're going to let me scroll almost to the top. What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Dr. No Name? What's up, Lifelike? What's up, Winning Streak? What's up, Adrian? What's up, Dutton? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. What's up, WMM? What's up, Sean T? What's up, Miss Jamie? What's up, Sam? What's up, Jim? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Dawn? What's up, Destiny Gal? What's up, Annette? What's up, Miss Coffee? There's a Mr. Coffee, and now there's a Miss Coffee. I'm interesting. What's up, Jeremiah? Appreciate you guys being here. All you beautiful hooligans. What's up, everyone, on the Jeff Mac Live YouTube channel, on the secret channel. What's up, Now What It Seems? What's up, Birdmain? Happy Freedom, hooligans. What's up, everyone on Twitch? Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for gifting 5 subscriptions over on Twitch. You're awesome, Mr. Beansy Beans. Thank you so much. Let's see. What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Soul For Real? What's up, Peter Bells? PD Bells? What's up, Great Grandma 7? Happy Freedom. Appreciate all you guys being here. You guys, don't worry about Diddler of Ants. I think he's just a stalker. I think he thinks I'm attractive and I don't want to date him, and it makes him upset, so he has to stalk me and apparently talk bad about me on the internet. I haven't heard or seen any of it. I was notified that was happening. I guess he's live right now, or she. I don't know what he identifies as. I just know that he's gay for me, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more liquor in my monster. What's up, everyone on Kick? That's what I would say if people actually watched on Kick. Somehow I got 25 follows on there though, so hey. Doing things, I guess. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Can Killer? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, everyone on Rumble? Is Rumble working? Is it working correctly? What's up, Boston? What's up, Ghostly Method? What's up, Marth Star? What's up, Sind? What's up, Snooks? If I didn't say what's up to you, appreciate you being here. What's up, Relish? What's up, Gray Area Thinker? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, everyone on jeffmaclive.com? Is this running? What's going on here? Is this not running? I was gonna say, this has to run. There we go. It's all good. Alright, we're gonna get started with this first video titled, "You Don't Consider That Worth Studying, MTG Grilling Extremism Expert."
Yield the rest of my time to Miss Green from Georgia.
Thank you, Mr. Strong. I'd like to continue back with talking about left-wing extremism. I think it's very important, this issue. Would like to remind everyone here, in the summer of 2020, the protests and violence in major cities all over the country were so intense, it caused over $2 billion in damage in America. This was nationwide in cities all over our country. The far-left groups that occupied Portland were there for over 100 days, causing over $2 million in damage to the federal buildings and local businesses. Seattle, protesters claimed several blocks, literally took it over in a neighborhood that they called Capitol Hill Autonomous Zones, or CHAZ, which is something that no one can comprehend. How an Antifa group and left-wing extremist group can come in and literally take over city blocks. And I just wonder, Ms. Spitalnik, I'm sorry, as senior advisor on extremism at Human Rights First, which is a nonpartisan organization, have you studied Antifa?
No, I have not studied Antifa, but I am aware of the research that those who do study extremism across the spectrum has done that tells us that while, yes, on the left, there is oftentimes, to the extent left-wing violence exists, it tends to be focused on property damage and other acts along those lines, whereas on the right, for the most part, the violence tends to be manifesting in the sort of deadly mass acts of violence that we've been talking about here today.
Oh,
so first and foremost,
I reclaim my time. Thank you. You're with a nonpartisan organization, nonprofit, which means you raise money in a nonpartisan fashion for extremism and human rights. And so you don't consider property damage for the American people. By the way, I'm a business owner. It's really hard to run a business, especially if the entire neighborhoods and area get set on fire night after night. The police officers are attacked. They're attacking federal courthouses and making the entire community literally unlivable. It's hard to have customers come in your store, especially when you own a store, or maybe you have a Wendy's franchise that gets burned to the ground. So you don't consider that worth studying, the property damage and all of the violence that happens to the American people? I would think that you consider that something worth studying and caring about, especially in a nonpartisan organization.
again, absolutely, there is left-wing violence that does exist in certain ways. But the point that I am making is that we cannot draw false equivalencies between property damage and the death of people by mass shooters who are targeting them based on their race, their religion, or other characteristics.
Well, what about their job or their profession, like being a police officer? We could talk about the city of Atlanta. That's the state I'm from. I'm from Georgia, as a matter of fact. And there's an Atlanta Public Safety Training Center in Atlanta. The Atlanta City Council has proposed a $90 million, that's taxpayer funded, by the way, $90 million from the taxpayers for the protection and the safety of the city of Atlanta. Well, this Antifa group has come in there and decided to take it over because they call it Cop City. You want to talk about human lives? Well, it seems to be that being a police officer is a target for Antifa because they actually murdered someone there. They actually murdered a police. Oh, you don't know. That's right, because you don't study left-wing extremism from your nonpartisan so-called nonprofit. But let me tell you about it. There was a 26-year-old activist, Manuel Tehran, shot and killed Georgia State Patrol trooper there. That was this year, you're right, not last year, it was this year. So left-wing extremism is definitely on the rise, and murder is a big part of it. I yield back, thank you.
Gentlelady yields back, and I recognize Mr. Crane for his 5.
It's about time. It's about time someone called out Antifa, acknowledged that they were there in D.C. burning stuff down across the street, and also acknowledging Chaz, which ultimately became Chop. It's nice. It's nice to actually hear it. I mean, it's like 2 years too late, but call them out, MTG. I didn't know they had an extremist expert or an extremism expert. She's not good at her job. From what it seems like, she only cares about right-wing extremism, like the Fed Boys Patriot Front. She probably studies with them, camps with them, maybe blows them on the weekend. I don't really know. But she's preoccupied with right-wing extremism while insisting it's nonpartisan. Sure. Thanks, Snooks, for sharing out the live. I appreciate it. What's up, Ohio Kyle? Firm as far left ideology. What's up, Suck It? What's up, Awaken One? I've seen a bunch of names I ain't seen in a while. Maybe we should go live at 5 every day. What's up, John? Kermie. Sock it to him, MTG. I know she's always calling people out. I just wish there was stuff actually being done. You know, like Old Man Walter is always bragging how MTG called him a liar in front of Congress and all that, and he brags about it like it was a good thing. But the reality is he is a liar, and he should be held accountable for all the bad stuff he does. But that won't happen. And at the Homeland Security, Biatch is a clueless wokester. I think you're right. I think you were right. Reaper, MTG wants to be Orange Eagles VP. That would be something. That would be something. She's got a mouth on her. She's not chill. She has no chill at all. Destiny Gal had the same issue with my electric company. I told them I was going to contact all press and tell them their company was stealing money. My bill went back to normal. Yeah, I don't think they like talking to me a whole lot because I sit here and pull the meters up and we're like doing numbers to numbers. They were like, what are you doing at 8 o'clock at night? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, your electricity like doubles after 8. I'm like, I don't do anything. I'm getting ready to go live. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Hopefully we get to the bottom of it tomorrow. What's up, Melvita? Light Range has handed out AR-15s and shot up individuals. One died. Not one mention of that, and we watched it live. It's true. It is true. I can't remember that guy's name. It was King something. I think he got arrested, but there was like no media coverage of that. What's up, Swedish House? The Summer of Love. I don't know. I think we might have that again. I'm surprised the protesters in New York have been silent for the last 9 days. But if Daniel Penny gets off the hook, they'll probably be back in the streets. We'll see how it goes. They've been quiet over there in New York City. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom. What's up, Soul for Real? Rich, MTG for press secretary. We would not miss a press briefing if MTG was the press sec. Oh man, that would be so good. It would be so good. Her and Peter just slamming the White House back and forth. It'd be awesome. It would be awesome. Jeff D, still no accountability. I know I was on Twitter for the first time today in a while just because I've been so burned out. I don't know what I've been doing, incubating when I'm not live. I just go to sleep. But all I could say over and over again, everybody's like, oh, look at this is all bad. Look at this is all bad. Look at this is all bad. Yeah, but we know who's creating these problems. It's just they're not being held accountable. We know that Old Man Walter's doing this. We know illegals shouldn't be coming across the border. We know there shouldn't be homeless all over the West Coast. We know all this stuff. We know that migrants don't deserve a bed over a veteran when it comes to homeless housing and stuff like that, because in New York they just kicked some veterans out so they could put illegals there. And it's like, we know this. We all know there's a general awareness at this point, but nobody's doing anything about it. We're not able to. It's illegal if we interfere. It doesn't make any sense. It's really disheartening. I hate that. So I was on Twitter just like, no accountability for the wicked. No accountability for the wicked. I can't even say anything else. It just is what it is, and it's sad. Kevin. Happy freedom, Kevin. We got a frost warning tonight. Goodness. It's actually kind of warm here. It was cold this morning when I took my car to the shop. It was like in the 40s. I actually wore my winter coat today. It's a little cold. Dharma agent, missed it. I'm trying to put bookmark or chapters, they call it, on the lives. I know that doesn't help you right now, but after the live's over, or anybody that catches this when it's not live, you should be able to like scan through the live now. You don't have to sit here and watch like the whole 3-hour live. You'll be able to skip to all the videos. I'm trying to do that at least. I need to go back and redo the last 4 or 5 lives. I'm saying I've been so burned out lately. I just haven't been able to do the replays. I appreciate you, Brian. I'm telling you, we gotta make punches in the face great again. I'm about to make t-shirts, so when I start campaigning, you know, we can all rock our make punches in the face great again t-shirts. It'll be awesome. Kevin, it's cold with that wind coming off the water. Yeah, that's what it is too. It's like if the wind stops blowing, you're all right, but that wind comes off that lake. It's cold stuff. It's cold stuff. What's up, Spock? Christine, this must be what China feels like. Yeah, it's starting to kind of feel that way, isn't it? It's like, oh man, look at all this terrible stuff. What are we going to do about it? Well, unless you want to go to prison, there really isn't a whole lot you can do about it. It's starting to get to the point where we're all looking at each other like, who's going to take one for the team? Somebody needs to straighten this out. You're going to go to prison for the next 40 years, but, you know, we kind of need some change around here. Oh, Snooks. What's going on with Rumble? Is Rumble working? What is going on over here? What are you guys doing over here? Thank you so much, Snooks. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Snooks. I really appreciate it. My goodness. Thank you so much, Sind. I don't even know what to say. Look at my face. It's all red. Thank you guys so much. I don't know what else to say. Just thank you so much. Thank you, Boston, for sharing out the live. You guys are amazing. I don't know what to say. You stopped me in my tracks. Just thank you so much. Goodness. So for I'll buy one of those shirts. I'm really gonna make them. I'm really gonna make them because we need to make punches in the face great again. It started as a joke, but now it's like making so much sense that, you know, I think we start wearing these shirts, we might not actually have to punch people in the face. Just the warning might be enough. People are like, hey, don't go messing with that guy. You see his t-shirt? He's trying to make punches in the face great again. We're not going to do that. So we're going to try and bring that back. God, you guys over on Rumble. My goodness. But yeah, we're going to make those shirts. We got a couple sticky notes over here I'm trying to find. Because we got 3 or 4 new shirts coming out. And we're going to make that one a part of it. I'm going to release them all at once. I'll post pictures and all that stuff. It'll be grand. 2A keeps me off trains. That's coming out soon. Can't control these nuggets. That's coming out soon. Don't expect me to get on the train. That's coming out soon. I'm very pro bacon. I'm telling you, we got some great t-shirts coming out. You hooligans, be ready for it. All right, what's up, Chosen One? Donald, do a shot to celebrate. You guys are going to get me trashed. I'm already feeling buzzed. Don't encourage me to do bad things. Cheers, hooligans. Just a baby one. Just a baby one. We got lots of live to cover here. I need to try to be able to talk this whole time. You ever take a shot and then chase it with your mixed drink? If you haven't, you gotta step your game up. What's up here, Juicer? What's up, Daryl? I appreciate you so for real. Oh my goodness, hooligans. I gotta process all of this. You guys are so amazing. Mr. Beansy Beans. Thank you so much for gifting another 5 subs over on Twitch. You're like really building the community over there. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Beansy Beans. Let's see. Grey Wolf BLM was all over this weekend. Where at? I'm trying to think. I seen clips saying they were out, but I didn't see any live saying they were out. Mr. Beansy Beans with the bits. 1,500 bits. Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Captain Seamus, for continuing the subscription over on Twitch for 20 months. You're officially a hooligan. I think you have one of the longest subscriptions going. Captain Seamus, you guys are really fixing my bad day in a big way. What's up, Red Bear? Thanks for watching on Kick. Can't kill their shots. Yeah, we gotta space them out though. We gotta space them out. I'm gonna be sloshed over here on the live. You guys are gonna be laughing at me and stuff. I'll be all embarrassed. Tomorrow it'll be my walk of shame to the bedroom. Man, I was acting like an asshole on the live. Everybody was laughing at me. Okay, so this next video is titled Elon Musk says Twitter is now stable. I'm waiting for Elon to turn into the supervillain. I just have this feeling like one day something's gonna happen and it's gonna kick over and he'll be just as bad as as YouTube. Hopefully I'm wrong on that, but I just have this feeling he's a smart guy, but then he goes and hangs out with people from the Economic Forum, WEF or whatever. Hangs out with those people. He participated at the gala. He hangs out with the evildoers of the world, but he insists on putting on the perception that he's a good guy. He talks a lot about free speech, how important free speech is, even saying he's going to come out with competition for ChatGPT, calling it Truth GPT. Tries to suggest that Twitter is like fair now, and you know, releasing stuff about government overreach on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. That's great, but you look at the people he hangs out with, those people are not good people. And so I don't know, I have a feeling like one day he's gonna switch on us. Anyways, let's get this started.
I think Twitter is now in a stable place, and obviously very. I think Twitter is now in a stable place, and obviously very excited to have Linda Yaccarino join, and so I think Linda's going to do a great job running Twitter, and I'll provide obviously guidance on technology development. But as you can see, I think Twitter at this point has released more new features in the last 6 months than it has in the last 6 years. So. Obviously this is not a Twitter meeting, but the larger point is that I feel at this point I don't need to devote incremental time. The amount of time that Twitter will take going forward is relatively small compared to the last 6 months.
I don't know. I'm waiting for that new CEO to come out for Twitter and see how that affects everything. I like Twitter the way it is for the most part. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's better than it was. But then when we get this new CEO, and I think she's from the World Economic Forum, or she's a part of it or something like that. I don't know. Not a good person, does it seem like. We'll see how it affects Twitter. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't affect Twitter. YouTube got a new CEO, and everybody was like, maybe there'll be change. I haven't noticed any change since they've taken over. Who knows? We'll have to see how it goes. Spock, I chipped my brain falling off my bike. That's how I felt all day. All day. Thank you so much, Hair Juicer, for the $2 donation. I appreciate you. I don't know what this says. Having a Potosi since the Miller ad with poop eating. That is something else. I was going to show the Miller ad, the new one, but it has too much music in it. There's so much music in the background. When I played my beats over it, you couldn't hear what they were saying. They're basically bashing men and complaining that beer ads having women in bikinis is bad. And I don't know. I don't think they're going to help their case. I don't think they outdid Bud Light, but they're trying. Norman, keep your enemies close. Yeah, it's true. Got to. Donald, Elon flushed out the wokesters. Yeah, but is the new CEO going to be a part of that? That's what I worry about. Thank you so much, Snooks, for gifting 10 memberships over on YouTube. You're so awesome. Thank you for everything you do, Snooks. I appreciate you. Let's see. Spock, don't hit people. Love, Dad. Nah, that's not the kind of fatherly advice that I give. If somebody hits you, you hit them back harder. Just don't get caught. Don't get caught. If you get caught, I don't know you. Never seen you before a day in my life. I don't know that person. Thank you so much, Destiny Gal, for the $25 donation. Thank you so much. We, your family, have your back. Challenge to other family members. Let's help Jeff and Klaus. Where is Klaus Daniels? I think he's sweating his nuggets off somewhere. If he slides by here, I'm going to snatch him up. He's been bothering me all day. I think he could tell that I'm upset. It's been like, you know, under my feet and crossing between my legs while I'm pacing on the phone, trying not to scream at the poor customer service person that's trying to help me out. What's up, Be a Blessing? Happy freedom. Hair Juicer, Potosi, which I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, is a brewery in southern Wisconsin. All profit goes to charity. That's awesome. That's awesome. They have something like that here with weed. There's a company, what is it called? Redemption. And they sell carts and oil and flour and all that stuff. But if you buy their products, like half of it goes to not just charity, but it goes to like attorney fees and stuff to try and help people get out of jail for weed charges, for like possession charges, not trafficking or anything like that. But it's kind of the same thing. It's a little bit of charity there. Sweet. Daryl, mostly trash products, need to make commercials. Yeah. Well, that's because, you know, their audience is watching TV. Wayward Son, weed's cool. It can be. I don't know about going as far as being a pothead. I think there's a difference between smoking weed and being a pothead. A pothead is like what people, the category that people throw weed smokers in when they don't smoke weed themselves. They think if you smoke weed, you're just lazy, you're living in mom's basement, eating her hot pot. You're like Antifa without the violence. But I don't think so. I think there's a separation between people who smoke weed and people who are potheads. Potheads are kind of more on the lazy side. I'm not going to talk bad about anybody, but I'm just saying. Just saying. What's up, Wild Turkey? What's up, Fitzy? Daryl, pot's still illegal in Indiana? That's crazy. Because they got lots of weed in Indiana. I used to live in South Bend. What's up, Joe Ramo? I almost said Geronimo. Can we say that? What is your name? Watching trains go by. Why do you think MTG is a traitor? I've never heard anyone say that. I've never heard anyone say that MTG is a traitor. I am interested to hear why you believe that. Captain Seamus, I did the thing. That's what I want to hear. What's up, Glaring Husky? We should go live at 5 every day. There's so many people here. I appreciate you guys all stopping in. Try and keep things moving here. Salter Vagu says bunny, just in case any of you want to go to Michigan University. You can't. What's up, Dustin Diamonds? Captain Seamus, pothead equals alcoholic. Yeah. Yeah, really is somebody that abuses that preferred substance. Yeah. I don't know, it's a hard one. It's a hard one because some people like the novelty of saying, oh, I'm a pothead. But I feel like people who are potheads are lazy. They don't take care of their responsibilities. Like people that I would consider potheads, not somebody that wears a t-shirt that says, hey, I'm a pothead because you smoke weed on the weekends. But if you don't take care of your responsibilities, if your electric's off but your bowl is lit, you're in the wrong. Your responsibilities, come before smoking a bowl. But that's just my opinion. So this next one's titled, Fetterman Stumbles Along While Grilling Bank Executives. This stuff is Old Man Walter 2.0. He sounds just like Old Man Walter.
Senator
guess you guys can't hear me. I'm sitting here talking to myself. Thanks for letting me know, guys. I wouldn't even notice. See, you had me taking shots. I'm blaming you guys. I'm blaming you guys for that one. Anyways, what I was saying, I don't know how far back that went, but I want to say it was Kristen. Had an awesome day selling a crap load of Carolina Reapers from my greenhouse. That's awesome. I got Reaper seeds. I don't know. I wanted to try and get them started, but now that my electric bill is going to be $1 million, I worry. I worry about that. Sorry I was muted. I think I was getting ready for the video. Snugs, you cracked me up. I'm trying to think what else I said that you guys didn't hear. I was trying to save your guys' innocence. That's what I was doing. I was trying to protect your virgin ears from my foul mouth. That's what I was trying to do. I was looking out for all of you. Thanks for letting me know I was muted. Let's go ahead and get this started. I don't know what happened there, but all right.
Senator John Fetterman grilled a bank executive today who got bailed out by the government. Listen.
Let me ask you this one particular question to put to everyone here on that. And is it an inside joke? No matter how incompetent or how greedy, the government will always bail you out when your bank crashes. I mean, everyone has to know that, right? You know, everyone has to realize that no matter how bad I behave, no matter how big my race is, my bonuses and everything, you know, we will come in and bail it because we can't crash the economy, much the way SVB was argued that it was going to crash it. Do you believe that it's a running joke in the circles of banking that no matter how bad we behave, we're gonna be pulled, we're gonna be saved? Take it, anyone.
Senator, I don't believe that's the case.
Cool. So by having John Fetterman grill bank executives, the bank executives are getting bailed out again. Here's some more.
Is it staggering? Is it a staggering responsibility that the head of a bank could literally crash our economy? It's astonishing. That's like if you have, I mean, like, and they also realize is that come on, man. Now they have a guaranteed way to be saved by no matter.
Why does his hands look younger than his face?
You know, isn't it appropriate that this kind of control should be more stricter to prevent this kind of thing from going?
More stricter.
Or should we just go on and start bailing and sailing whoever bank, regardless of how their conduct is?
Was that a question? The banker never even responded to it because no one could tell if it was a question or not. Here's more.
You know, I'll give you an example. The Republicans want to give a work requirement for SNAP. You know, for a hungry family has to have this kind of penalties or some kinds of working required. Shouldn't you have a working requirement after we sail your bank with billions of your bank? Because they seem to be more preoccupied than SNAP and requirements for works for hungry people, but not about protecting the taxpayers, you know, that will bail no matter whatever does about a bank to crash it. Chair?
Thank you, Senator Fetterman. I didn't see an eagerness on the panel to answer your questions. Thank you.
Because they didn't even know what he was asking. John Fetterman's the greatest thing that's ever happened to bank executives. Instead of being asked tough, penetrating questions, the bank executives they coast. And they nod, and that's it. And nobody expects him to say anything. We all just wait around for Fetterman to finish, and then we feel sorry for him. Now, remember, Minnie Madoff paid for Fetterman's Senate seat in Pennsylvania. What a return on an investment. Joe Conch is a Fox News contributor, and he joins me now. It's sad, but it's not right because the voters of Pennsylvania are getting screwed over, and bank executives just get to do whatever the heck they want and dodge real questions. Is this going to get any better?
Jesse, it will only get worse, as we've seen, right? I mean, it was 1 year ago where John Fetterman suffered a massive stroke. It took him off the campaign trail for months, and the media propped him up as a hero. And then when Dasha Burns of NBC News actually had a conversation with him, she said he could not actually comprehend basic conversation and could not have anything in terms of what you would expect a senator to have as far as a discussion, as far as cognitive ability. And she was eviscerated by other members of the media for simply reporting what she had observed. And then a couple of days later, he does that debate against Dr. Oz. And it was apparent to the whole country who watched that he has no business being in the Senate. But because there were so many early votes that came about, well, that was the end of that. He ends up winning that Senate seat in Pennsylvania. And then what happens after he's inaugurated, after he's put into office? He's not at the hospital, not once, but twice. Once for lightheadedness, and then another time for clinical depression, where he spent weeks at Walter Reed. John Fetterman has no business being in the U.S. Senate. He should resign and actually have somebody come in who could do the job. But from everybody from his family to his own party in the Democratic Party will keep him there because he's an automatic yes vote on everything that they want. And this is the display that we see now at this point. Americans should demand, Pennsylvanians should demand better, Jesse.
We should. And I agree with probably most of what he's saying, if I could completely understand it. But we're not getting any real answers from these stupid bank executives who might be crashing our economy because Fetterman can't be understood. All right, this is where we are in 2023. This is the best we're going to get. I guess he wasn't wearing a hoodie, so we got that. Thanks, Joe.
There you go. All right, thanks, Jesse. Take care.
Hey, Sean.
My goodness. The best they could say about that clip is he didn't have a hoodie and shorts on. It's rough stuff. I don't know that it's better than Old Man Walter. Maybe if they actually wrote all of his speeches like they do Old Man Walter, if they give him a teleprompter, he might be able to pull it off. But talking on his own, I don't know. Jesus, wet blanket. I'm gonna pass that through, but I'm not reading that out loud. It's rough. It's rough stuff. Christina's family needs to step in. I think that they don't care a whole lot about him. He went into that mental hospital or whatever, and she took the kids to Canada or something like that. And he sat in the hospital by himself for 2 weeks or whatever. I feel like if his family cared, they wouldn't have done that. I mean, I guess I don't know everything involved, but they made it seem like they don't care a whole lot about him. Faber J, if people really cared for this guy, they would probably pull him just like Old Man Walter. It's true. It's true. They need to stop making Capitol Hill an old folks home. I'm trying to think of that old lady that was wheeled in yesterday, or maybe it was earlier today, and she looks just like the Crypt Keeper. And reporters were like, you know, how are things going after you've been gone so long? Because she's been away for a month or whatever. And she's like, I haven't been gone. And they're like, yeah, you've been missing. She's like, no, I've been at work. They're like, oh, you've been working from home? She's like, no, I've been here. No, you haven't. You've been gone for a month. Her brain's gone. Because it's just an old folks home. They need to give that up. It doesn't work. Let's see. Adrian, how is he not dismissed for being medically unqualified? Yeah, we need some sort of regulation for these positions. How many people are we going to have that is incapable of doing the job? Old Man Walter's too old to be president. He's messing that all up. Fetterman is too old to be a greeter at Walmart. He's not too old. He's just not mentally fit to be a greeter at Walmart. Could you imagine him stopping you to check your receipt? Probably couldn't even read the receipt. You're just getting accused of stealing stuff. That's just all there is to it. And he's going to take him 25 minutes to tell you about it. He's going to sit there stuttering, stammering, talking about this, that, and the other, and then never get to the point. You're just sitting there like, can I go now? Is that a question? How many people are going to have like that? It's not good. What's up, Tid? What's up, White At? I don't feel sorry for that clown. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. Let's see. Rab Nebula? Oh, Crab Nebula. Yeah, I read like Fetterman does. The Timmy clip. That's probably hate speech if I got that played right here. Just played it right after. Played Timmy right after Fetterman. YouTube Live is really sensitive. It's really sensitive. I always got to be worried about the community guidelines. Chosen One. Anyone ask about bonuses? Oh, you know they're making crazy money for no reason. What's up, Marlene? Wild Turkey, you think he's worse than Old Man Walter? I don't know. They're battling. They're battling. I seen someone say, I'm trying to find it, something like Fetterman and Old Man Walter together would be like an unstoppable duo or something like that. I can't find it now, but yes, I agree. That would be something. I think that'd be too much. I think people would stand up, fight back. People would hit the streets. They're like, no, Fetterman, Old Man Walter duo, it's too much. Could you imagine them talking to each other? How much time do you got? You'd be sitting there watching that forever. Sean, I thought they were going to say, can you repeat that question? That's what they should have did. That would have been awesome. That would have been golden. Swedish house boss. As the electric company, ask the electric company if they hired Fetterman in charge of the bills. That's what it seems like happened. I'm going to ask him tomorrow. That lady's supposed to call me back in the morning. Like, did you guys have Fetterman handle my bills? So you'd be like, what? And be like, never mind. Never mind. Don't you worry. Shanti, Fetterman looks like he's growing breasts. God, I hope not. I hope not. Could you imagine if that happened? He just all of a sudden switched teams. He's just like, by the way, throws a dress on. Feinstein, is that Crypt Keeper's name? I recognize the ghoulish face. I just don't know their name. Ink scars. The hands are younger. Do you semen? Is that what it is? Because his hands look fake. He had like wax hands. I don't know. It was weird looking. It was very strange looking. Never again. Can a brain dead Democrat be any worse than a regular Democrat? I think it'd be better, right? Because then there wouldn't be that effort to destroy everything. You guys crack me up. Oh. Hold on. I'm trying to figure if I can figure this out. I want to know what makes this person believe that MTG is a traitor. But I don't think the question was answered. I really wanted to know. I don't know. I don't think there's an answer there. Whole bunch of words. That's all right. I was really interested in that because people either really like MTG or they really don't. But I've never heard anyone say that she's a traitor. Great grandma of 7. Darn, I had 6 strokes in a year in 2021 and I have better cognitive ability and speech. I don't think that's his problem. I don't know if he's on medication or if he has something else going on. Maybe some other mental condition that causes him not to speak very well. I don't know. Mr. Beansy Beans, maybe he used his kitchen gloves too much. I don't know. His hands look fake. He had like a stand-in for his hands. He was actually sitting there and these were somebody else's hands doing the doing the deal while he was talking. I don't know. Mr. Beansy Beans, I think Fetterman has some skeletons in his closet. I think he's just easily controlled and manipulated. That's what I think. I think that's the only reason why they allow him to do what he's doing is because when they need something to go through or they need some support for whatever agenda they're pushing, they know that all they got to do is throw him a little bit of money or maybe, you know, a new pair of shorts and a hoodie and he's going to jump on board. He's going to be like, oh yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Otherwise, I don't know why they would have him on board like that. Pumpkin Fetterman had a stroke. Yeah, but I don't know. He was behaving like that before his stroke. I think after he had a stroke, he was saying something about his ability to understand conversation had gone downhill, but I don't know if that was before or after he had a stroke. But I'm pretty sure he was consistently talking that way, just kind of stammering and struggling to get the point out. I keep checking my meter. I'm like, I'm not muted, right? I'm not muted. That must be why all the live streamers wear headphones, because then they can hear themselves and then they can tell if they're muted. I don't like to do that. Most people would, but I've been dealing with audio equipment since I was 12 years old, so I can tell by the meters if I'm too loud or too quiet. Apparently I can't tell if they're muted or not, though. It's, you know, it is what it is. Thank you so much, Wild Turkey, for that $5 donation. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Wild Turkey says, happy freedom, you hooligans, for everyone that's not on the YouTube channel. Ink Scars pulled a Biden on you. What does that mean? You sniff me really hard? I can't take any more shots. I'm like standing on the line of like saying too much. I can't catch a strike right now. I just got off my strike 3 days ago. I can't blow it. That's why my chapters weren't working, by the way, because I was telling you guys the other day I was going to start putting chapters in the live, so if you didn't catch it live, you can kind of skip through. But they don't work if you have a standing strike. So I found that out. I found that out because when my strike expired, all my chapters I did make actually started working. Pesky, I'd tap MTG. She'd probably tap you back. That's a strong woman right there, okay? She's going to bang you harder than you could bang her. I just believe it in my soul. I wouldn't want no part of that. I'd have to hold her purse, ride passenger from there on out, because she's tough. Tough as nails. Bang you so hard you just have to take a really hot shower, just can't get clean. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna make me cross the line here. Pesky, I'm in. I need it. Let's see. I don't know. I don't want to be abused. I don't need some strong woman to come handle me like that. Spock Butterface. I don't think everybody feels that way. I don't think MTG is terrible looking. I don't know. I guess it depends. Everybody has their own preferences. Donald, you have to be submissive. Yeah, I'd have to get my hand tatted. Have to get this done over, say slave. Have to. I'd have to. MTG, she'd bang you hard. You can tell she's tough. She's tough. Kevin, MTG would throw you around with them strong dwarf arms of hers. She had a workout video that was like circulating for a while. I wish I had that because we'd be playing that right now. Yes, Destiny Gal. I try. It's harder to monitor the words that I'm saying. Because there's a lot of things I can't say on YouTube, and there's a lot of things that I say when I'm not on YouTube. Playing the games like that, playing Warzone, the whole time I'm playing, I'm like, okay, I gotta remember I'm live. I gotta remember I'm live. I don't say the terrible things that all of you say when you're playing Warzone. I hear you. I hear you out there saying those words you ain't supposed to be saying. But I don't say that kind of stuff. I say other things, other things that hurt you so bad that when you beat me in Warzone, you still feel like you lost because of the words I've said. It's like that. I like to make you work for that win. Let's see. Hair Juicer. We should play a drinking game when KJP talks. What would it be? You couldn't say like or that couldn't be the drinking word because we would all die of alcohol poisoning. Maybe referring you to the White House something or other department. We'd have to play it like that. Let's see. Kevin, they're all pretty in the dark. Nah, that's true. That's true. I honestly don't worry about how pretty people are. I worry about what's on the inside. Most like drop dead gorgeous people are so ugly on the inside that you couldn't tolerate to sit next to them in the dark with no speech going on. I can't stand people with ugly souls. Just can't. I can't do it. You got to be pretty on the inside, otherwise I can't mess with you. That's just the way I'm built. I got to be able to make you laugh. If you don't think I'm funny, we're not doing it. We're not doing anything. We ain't friends or nothing. You gotta think I'm funny. You gotta have a sense of humor. Can't get all bent out of shape. Witchy, I have to mute myself on Call of Duty from yelling. Oh, I yell and sing and I say all kinds of stuff. Miss Jamie, every time she refers to the DOJ, you gotta take a drink. We'll see. I don't think they actually went live today. I was looking at it earlier when I was sitting in the shop waiting to get my car worked on. I seen that they gaggled over Air Force One, but I don't think they actually went live. I think it's live audio or something like that, but it's not the press briefing. What's up, Crystal Blue? Happy Freedom. Hair juicer, lots of work to do. You or me? Firmus, MTG might be a sex addict. Why? I don't know, maybe. I could see it. She's tough, man. She comes in the house and just grabs you by the arm. Come on. You know what time it is? Take your pants off. Just stripping you down like string cheese, just holding you up and just ripping your pants off. I don't know, man. She'd rough me up. I don't think I could handle that. It'd be too much. Miss Jamie, yeah, the G7, that's what it is. They were gaggling aboard the plane to go over to G7. I remember now. Hair juicer, I thought they were going to Japan. Yep. Now I remember. Let's see. I still want to know why she's a traitor, though. I just don't understand that. Mr. Beansy Beans. No, don't worry about Bully. I think the game's just too old. I think the way that they're moving it along, I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't know if PS5 is backwards compatible all the way back to PS2. I don't know anything about PlayStation other than the PS5. And I don't even know a whole lot about that, just what I've experienced so far. I don't know. Because that copy of Bully I got for Steam, it was unplayable. It was unplayable. I don't know that we'll be able to get a decent version of Bully to play on the live. The biggest thing is the music. If I can't turn the music off, I really just can't play it. Because then I get those copyright flags and they make me cut everything out of the video. Someone else has been coming after me about that. Associated Press. Anytime I show anything that is Associated Press, they manually go through and flag my content for copyright, which is pretty lame for a channel that's got 2 million subscribers. I've never experienced. It's like Fox coming and doing that to me, which doesn't make sense. News isn't copyrightable, so I don't understand all that. They're just using YouTube against me. Pumpkin, MTG is rough and tough. She would hurt you, Jeff. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. She would probably wreck me. I'd come back on the live with some manners next time. She is tough. I'd like to see MTG go after AOC. That's a lot of acronyms, but you know what I'm saying. I would like to kind of see that. I'd like to see them throw hands, because AOC thinks she can throw hands, and MTG has a hard time not telling people that she's willing to throw hands. She's got that energy. She's got the energy like those drunk girls that want to fight everybody, but she's not drunk. I don't know. She's tough. Finn, you're blushing. I can't help it, man. This face don't lie. Just these eyebrows. I don't know. It's rough stuff. Captain Seamus, sounds like they need to be reminded of fair use. I don't know why they're coming after me. I'm kind of flattered. I'm kind of flattered because it tells me in the flag that AP had manually reviewed my footage and flagged it for copyright. So that means this channel that's got 2 million followers came and sought me out of the group to be like, no. Flattered. I'm flattered, but now I won't show their stuff because I ain't dealing with their crap. Miss Jamie, MTG would eat her up and crap her out for dinner. AOC would have a little bit of respect when she came back on the live after MTG. She would straighten her out. AOC is just a spoiled child. She is a spoiled child. She is very entitled and obnoxious. Captain Seamus, referring to DOJ, and you still might get alcohol poisoning. It depends on the day. It's true. It is true. Sometimes that's all KJP says. That's all she's got for answers. It does depend on what's going on. I can't stand listening to Kirby. I personally don't care about what's going on overseas, and that might make me a terrible person. I don't know. But there's so much going on here at home that I don't want to hear about everybody else's problems overseas. I want to see some things get fixed here, and I want to hear about all the bad things going on here, so we could try and strategic. How are we going to fix this, or how can we vote somebody in to go fix it like we're supposed to do? And every time Kirby gets on stage, it's just ignoring everything that's going on here at home, talking about overseas. And half the time he's saying more than KJP, and then KJP gets up, refers everybody to DOJ, and then runs away. I don't know. Pumpkin, you're getting famous. I mean, if Associated Press is coming after me, I think once Fox starts flagging my videos, that's when we're gonna be like, I made it. I don't know. I'm actually waiting for some of these older protest videos to catch up. You ever been scrolling on YouTube and you see this crazy video and you're like, wow, this video's nuts, and then you look down near the description and it says the video's like 6 years old, and you're like, wow, I've never seen this, but this has just been floating around for 6 years. Why is this suggested to me right now? It's because of algorithm updates. I'm waiting for some of that protest videos, the riot footage and stuff. I'm waiting for some of that to take off, because people talk about the protests and the riots like they don't know what's going on. But all of us were here covering it live every single day, just like MTG was just talking about on that video. We watched it all live every day. And now I see people talk about it like they don't even know what it's about, like they're getting secondhand information. So I kind of wish, with so many people talking about racial injustice because of Jordan Neely, MTG bringing up Chaz, all that kind of stuff, I'm hoping it kind of kicks up them old videos so people will see that and be like, holy crap, I didn't know this is what it was. Because we were on top of that while it was happening. Now it's really, there isn't much going on. Captain Seamus, that would be like a 2002 Miller Lite girl wrestling commercial. AOC would get wiped by MTG. There's just no doubt about it. Nikki, MTG would make AOC toothless. Yeah, I think so too. Let's see. What's up, Jennifer? Happy freedom. Spank. Quick, Jeff. Drink a Coors Light to save your channel. It might be too gone. It might be too far along at this point. I don't think any amount of Bud Light drinking or anything like that's going to save me. Sam, we seen Kyle do work. Yeah. The live used to be a lot more lenient before that all happened. Once we got hit with that Kyle stuff, that was crazy, because that video is still up on YouTube. Didn't get flagged by YouTube, but I got 2 strikes because of that happening over on Twitch. I didn't know if we were going to survive this last incident that happened on Twitch. Many of you on YouTube probably didn't see, but we covered Orange Eagle while he was being interviewed by CNN and all the alternative platforms, because we can't show it on YouTube. And they took down my Twitch. They suspended me for 2 days because Warner Media flagged my channel for copyright, which is very unusual. I think it's because it was I was watching it from the website, but it was supposed to be on TV. So I think because I was showing TV online, I think that's what got me. I try, Faber J. I try. Gary, permanently disabled, not like Biden or Fetterman. Well, the channel wasn't disabled, it was suspended. Unless we're talking about something else. What's up, Wake Up? Happy freedom. Mr. Beans AOC is an ugly person inside out and out. I think so too. A lot of people think she's pretty on the outside, but when I imagine her face in my mind, she's like doing that, like teeth out, yelling, hands up. Just, that's how I see her in my head. She's always complaining and she's just outraged all the time. Everything's outrageous. 100% of the time. What are you guys talking about over here on Rumble? I think you guys talking about Tim Pool. I seen something about they were trying to connect him to like white supremacy or something the other day. I can't remember what all involved though. I just thought it was hilarious. Gary, I'm permanently disabled. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right, we're going to show this next one. It's titled UK Startup Offers Solution to Catch Falling Satellites. I was just unaware that this was a problem that needed solving, but I'm muted again. How am I doing that? Weird. I have keybinds that are conflicting. I see why I muted myself. Okay. Learn new things, don't mind me. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if this video has been taken down or what. It's just sitting here buffering. Hold on a second. Alright, I got it working. It sounds like there's music, so I'm gonna have to keep the beats playing, but you should be able to still pick up what's being laid down here. Happy Freedom, Patrick. Getting my buttons mixed up. That's what she said.
My co-founder Josh Weston always describes it as Mary Poppins, but from space. This is, you can imagine it's sort of like an unfurlable umbrella that's opening out to being much, much bigger than the satellite itself. But it retains the strength required to keep it intact with the strong winds that you're going to experience and the heating you experience during re-entry. The current materials that people are looking at for space manufacture are, if you consider launch price being somewhere around $5,000 per kilogram, there are certain materials that are bordering millions of dollars per kilogram. So it is starting to make the economic sense to be able to go into space and come back down again. It's a problem nobody's tried to solve before in terms of catching a satellite as it's falling. And so, new problems require new thinking, but it's always good to go back to the innovations of the past and see what you can bring forward to the new products of the future.
I don't know, it's weird. I didn't know that was even a thing. How often do satellites fall out of space? Do they even report it? Patrick, I'd grow weed in space. How'd you get carbon dioxide though? You need carbon dioxide to grow plants. You'd have to put CO2 tanks in there or something. Why is everybody saying space weed? Because the plant they showed growing in the satellite or whatever? I don't know what that was about. I think they were trying to prove a point, but everybody just went straight to space weed. You know how much they're going to charge you for space weed? A lot. And it's probably not even going to do anything special. Donald, will it catch a spy balloon? I was wondering that too. When I watched the video to screen it to see if it was, qualified to meet the community guidelines for the live, and I seen the net in the water and the thing falling on it, I was like, why didn't they do that for all the space balloons they shot out of the air? You notice they never brought that back up. They were like, yeah, we can't find the stuff that we shot out of the sky with $400,000 missiles or whatever they were. That was it. No more spy balloon talk. They didn't want to talk about it because that hobbyist group or whatever launched a bunch of balloons, and they think that one or some or all of those balloons were actually by the hobbyists, except for the very first one that was a Chinese spy balloon. It's hard to say. Patrick, yeah, CO2. You'd have to put CO2 in if you were going to try and grow weed in space. Let's see. Adrian, Skylab in the 80s, they made it a big deal when that was falling out of the sky. Yeah, see, I don't know much about that. I don't know a whole lot about space. I know that Huthu's like really into that stuff. A lot of times that's kind of the only reason why I even show it, is because I'm like, well, if he's really into it, there's probably a lot of hooligans that are into it. I have no plans on going to space, so I don't pay attention to it really. Wayward, do you do the thumbnail for the live, or does YouTube randomly do it? Both. When the live is no longer live and you see like a screenshot from the live but the title's in it, like at the top or the bottom, that's a thumbnail that I created. But like right now we're live, whatever image you see that made you click on the video, that's just random. It's just randomly generated. Here, Juicer, all the spy balloons are actually space weed experiments. I wish, but you know that's not what it is. It's probably something terrible that none of us would want to participate in. It's probably nothing fun. Firm as some space shrooms. I don't know. What if you never come back? What if you just stay messed up forever? The snozberries taste like snozberries. Spock, in space no one can hear you scream. Yeah, we say that about being in the woods in here. Like in this area, the woods are so thick. You go, I don't know, 50 yards in the woods, nobody can hear you scream. Whatever happens, happens. I used to live in a house that was like 100 yards into the woods, and our driveway was a 2-track, and I'd have speakers outside blasting and campfires, and we're like whipping glow sticks and stuff, and you'd be at the end of the driveway, you wouldn't even know. Having a village party out in the woods. Yes, I miss things like that, but I don't miss the person I used to have to live with. That was a terrible person. It was actually a terrible situation. I'm really fortunate to have gotten out of that. What are they doing in the hallway? You guys should have heard them drilling into the wall when I was supposed to be going live. It was something else. It was vibrating all the stuff on my desk. The goat was screaming. The cat was running. Jeff was crying. It was not good. It was not good. It was hard. Hard life. I was on the phone with Consumers Energy. They're like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I know it sounds like my house is being invaded by the SWAT team. Neighbor downstairs is getting an air conditioner. Serum. You guys speak in German? Zielter Giftspritz. Yep. I don't know any more German. That's all I know. Anthony, orbital pop pods. That sounds fancy. You're gonna have to, that's gonna be your startup. Come out with a startup company. Ask the government for some money for the green energy. Got some green energy going on. Orbital pop pods. You have to tell them they're making fentanyl or something. Otherwise, they're not going to give you the green light on it. Spock, they're using your electricity. That must be what's going on. They probably did. They probably plugged right in there like, this guy, he'll be all right. Sitting here drilling into my neighbor's house. Right into their wall. Spank. New future. Oh, what are they? I guess it's still death row. Death sentence. Put in a space pod and launch it into the sun. I feel like there is certain crimes that should be unredeemable, like hurting kids and stuff. Most places here locally for CSC offenders, they get off the hook. They get probation. Nothing bad happens to them. I think those people should be fed freedom seeds. People like that won't change. They don't change. You got to be a special kind of messed up to hurt kids. If you do it once, you're going to do it again. What's the point of you being here? You're kind of preventing the continuation of our species. Like, you don't belong here. You're counterproductive to everybody's way of life. Bob. Oh, yeah. MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Can you guys say AOC's name, though? Because I can't say her name. If I say her name out loud, it just sounds like I'm making fun of her because I don't read good. I just can't say her name. Yes. Great grandma of 7. Apparently AOC is a multi-millionaire now. Wonder how that happened. When she's complaining about not being able to afford an apartment when she was elected. Probably those backdoor deals. I mean, I'm sure it's not as frisky as it sounds, but all those politicians, because of, what is it, lobbyists or whatever, they all pass money around to get agendas put through. Wake up. Yeah. Yeah, the secret YouTube channel is just in case things go left permanently. But, yeah, everybody hangs out on the main channel. That's why I haven't been able to bring myself to just do the gaming on the gaming only channel. Is because if I do, no one's going to show up. And then I don't have anyone to talk to. And that sucks. Gary, it is Sandy. I only have so many thoughts of what you're talking about. Those Sandy hoo-has, they'll get you every time. Patrick, AOC has donkey teeth. They're white, though. Those are some white teeth. Her teeth are racist. See, you guys, you guys are pushing me. Damon Walker. See, I can't say it. I want to say it. I'm reading it, but it just doesn't come out right. Even the voice in my head can't say AOC's name out loud. Spank, it's either get in the pod and go to the sun or be dropped off with a group of people near a lion pride. These new future death sentences got me excited inside. I want real life running. Wait a minute. What is Running Man? What is that? I don't know. There is some changes I would like to see. If people hurt kids, they should be fed freedom seeds or something to that degree. I want to see attorneys fist fight for objections. If you're going to object, you better be willing to throw them hands to prove your point. How serious are you about defending your client? I would like to see that. I actually seen Judge Pickles in a video for some guy who was being sentenced. I don't know what it was for, but I was really surprised to see Judge Pickles. I miss Judge Pickles. I didn't realize it until I seen the video. The video was too spicy. I was going to pull it aside for the live. I'll share it on Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter and stuff, I'll go back and find it. I won't tag his name, but I'll say Judge Pickles, and then you'll know who I'm talking about. Gary, AOC's first name is Sandy? No, it's not. No, it's not. There's no way. I don't believe that. See, like, you guys, AOC. I'm gonna have to Google some stuff, even though it's not Google. What is this writing? Is that Swahili? It says it's Spanish, but I ain't never seen any of those characters. It looks like the symbol for power. Not the white kind. You calm down. You calm down over there. I don't see nothing about no Sandy on here. Is it Sandy AOC Hoo-Ha Cortez? That's probably not how you say her last name. She's a terrible person, though. That's all I can say. Crystal Blue. Say Shrek's donkey instead of pronouncing AOC in full. We all know what you mean. Yeah. Sandy Cortez. That's not her real name. You guys, come on, man. Come on, man. You guys, that's not true. Sandy. Sandy Hoo-Ha. Sandy Cortez. You guys are trying to make me say something bad. That's what it is. Somebody came in the other day on the live with a name that meant something really bad, and I didn't know it, and I said what's up to him, and that name kind of carried with me for a while, and I was like, why does it sound weird? Like, why does it catch like that? And I looked it up, and it was a slur, and I was like, why? Why do you guys do that to me? Hopefully nothing bad happens. Snook, Sandy Starfish. Where's Hydrodynamic? I'm kind of disappointed he didn't come up with that. The Sandy Starfish. That's AOC for real. Backdoor is like sandpaper. Captain Seamus, Alexandria, and her nickname is Sandy. I don't know. Tam Tam, that's what Tucker said? Well, if Tucker said it, then it must be true. J-Dog, I think Fetterman sounds better than Biden. I don't know. To me, it's up in the air. It's up in the air. There's certain things that I think are better. Like, they both have their own ups and downs. Let's say that. Patrick, Sandy Donkey Teeth. That's her username on Warzone. Every time AOC logs into Warzone, she goes by Sandy Donkey Teeth. I love that. I love that so much. I can't, Miss Jamie. It's gonna sound ridiculous. I can't do it. It's the Ocasio or Año Haseo. Like, see, I don't know. I can't do it. Her name is something else. I like Sandy Donkey Teeth, though. I think we're going to keep running that. That's good stuff. I almost want to write it down. My notepad right here says Royal Bastards. I can't remember what we were watching or playing or what, but I think we were playing The Witcher 2, and they said something about the Royal Bastards, and I was like, that's us. That's us. You're like, come in, Breaker Breaker. It's the Royal Bastards. Talking about all the hooligans. It's grand. I love that. When the world kicks the bucket and we all got our Bowfegs and all that stuff, come in, Sandy. Not Sandy Bastard. Jesus loves us. No, you say that, you're getting flagged. Nobody's responding to the Sandy Bastard. No. Sorry, this is the wrong number. The Royal Bastards. I think we're going to make t-shirts too, but I'm going to have to put it on the spicy the spicy shop. Jeff Mac Music, right? I got so many websites and stuff now. jeffmacmusic.com/shop, because some things I make are too spicy for my vendor. I'm an American and I do not comply with the flag. That one's on that shop. It's not on the main merch store because they said that they thought it was copyrighted, even though I made that design myself. Lion's Heart. I thought it was Sandy Donkey Punch. That's only if you date her. That's only if, lovers and friends and, all that stuff. So I just remembered, I was going to show you guys this yesterday. No, it's not the goods. Calm down. WMM hooked me up with this. He ordered this for me. I think he got himself one too. I'm going to pull it out for you guys. This here is a Donald Trump coin. And it's thick. It's got the presidential logo on it. But WMM sent that. He didn't send it to me. He handed it to me because we were hanging out over the weekend. And this thing is heavy. I don't know what it's made out of. But it's got the Orange Eagle signature at the bottom there, just in case I want to forge some checks or something. I don't suggest you do that, but just saying. Just saying. I was gonna show you guys yesterday, and then I totally spaced it. Damon Walker, yes, glory to the Royal Bastards. Happy Freedom Hooligans. It's awesome. That's how we need to sign our birthday cards and stuff from now on. Destiny Gal, you can demand a new meter from the electric company. They did a in-person reading today. They came here and read it in person today and said that even if the meter was messed up, that's the electricity I'm pulling. I don't know what's happening. Patrick, gold-plated silver, Spock, bronze. I don't know what it is. I assume it's copper. I assume it's some sort of like gold-plated copper. It says it's a challenge coin, certified of authenticity, designed by veterans of the USA, own a piece of history. It doesn't say what it's made out of. I assume it's copper though. I could do a scratch test. I actually am like really big about jewelry and I have all the chemicals to do a scratch test, but I don't want to damage it. It doesn't matter to me, but it could be made out of nickel or lead, and that would be fine. It doesn't matter to me. To me, it's like the novelty of having it. I didn't ask for it. It was a gift from WMM, and I think it's really awesome. And I'm pretty sure he's got one too. It's got some weight to it. I like sitting here and flipping it. I got my fidget spinner. All my little toys up here. I don't know if you guys seen this for all the Fallout people. Ugh, this is currency in Fallout. If I could get to zoom in, it's a Nuka-Cola cap. You know, all my little toys up here. I'm just a grown man child. Also, don't forget, go get stickers from the shop. You get cool stickers like this. Slap it on your car, and that way if somebody does something to your car, it's a hate crime. It's good stuff. Spock, it's base metal. It's something. I dig it. Patrick, I like 999 silver. Yeah, I don't have any, what are they called, bullions or ingots. I don't have any of that stuff. I wish I did, but I have trust issues. I don't want to send $500 over the internet and just pray to God that somebody sends me gold or silver, you know, a company that I'm paying for, and that it actually makes it here in the mail. I've heard of lots of mail people stealing that stuff in this local area. If they see packages coming from these specific companies, they'll just take them and then claim that it was lost in the mail. And it's because they're stealing real metal, precious metal. Spock, it's a collector's piece. Yeah. I don't know why I dig it. Karatakis, if it's Trump involved, it could actually be gold. You never know. I don't think WMM paid the price for this to be gold. It's heavy. Like, it's heavy. I don't know what it's made out of, but I don't think it's real gold, but I dig it. I think it's really neat. Sam, I need stickers. I'll stick them everywhere I go. You can get some Jeff Max stickers. Where are they? I think they're right here somewhere. Oh, they're somewhere here on my desk. I don't want to go chasing them around. I got a ton of them still. I think I have 100 stickers left. If you send me a self-addressed envelope, if any of you send me a self-addressed envelope, I will send you 2 Jeff Max stickers. One that's signed with my silver pen that I got right here. And then the other one won't be signed. That way you can stick it on your motorcycle helmet or whatever you want. Trying to think. Let me find the P.O. box. If you do send me a self-addressed envelope and you want stickers, you have to let me know, because if it sits longer than 3 days, they'll ship it back to you. It may not be the same with letters, but it is definitely that way with packages. I'll drop it in the chat here. Boom. That's the P.O. box. That's for self-addressed envelopes. If you guys want Jeff Max stickers for free, I'll sign them and send them out. I've done 150 of them, I think we've sent out so far, but I think I still have 100 left. There we go. Let me see if I can find one. I got one here somewhere. I just don't have the stack with me. There we go. Oh, here's a signed one. This is what it looks like. It's that little blurry part. That's the signed part on it. But yep, this is how big it is. You get 2 of those. Just send me a self-addressed envelope to the P.O. box, and then send me an email or something like that, letting me know that you sent me an envelope, and I'll make sure to go to the post office. Post office is 65 miles from me, so I don't just go there every day. Not at all. So if you guys don't message me, I won't know. After 3 days, they'll mail it back. So just be aware of that. Kevin, is probably worth a lot. I don't know how to get that stuff appraised, though, so you can find out exactly what it's worth. Spock, gold is money, everything else is credit. JP Morgan. Yeah, I know it's worth investing in gold and silver and stuff. I don't know. I almost would have to buy it from somebody I trust versus buying it from a store, some online marketplace or whatever. Because there's a lot of people on eBay that buy and sell those gold and silver ingots, but they're fake. They're like plated copper. You can tell by the way they weigh. If you know what the weight is supposed to be, if your weight's off, it's not pure. Pesky, don't do it. It's a trap. Jeff will show up at your house. I think people would be honored for me to stop at their house and have some dinner or something. I love eating. I love eating. I can't wait to do the cooking channel. You guys will see. I eat like an inmate, though, a little bit. Making like ramen noodles. And put chips in it, some Velveeta cheese, a little bit of garlic in there. Spruce it up a little bit. I eat like a child or an inmate. Anthony, yep. I remember sending you stickers. Hair juicer, QR codes on them. I didn't have that kind of option when I got these stickers. I do have options for QR codes and stuff, but I mean, you can Google me. You can just type in Jeff Mac into Google. You'll find my music. You'll find all my websites and stuff. I don't think I really need QR codes at this point, but they are neat. Kevin, I mean, if I was you, I'd get them appraised. I really hate to suggest going to a pawn shop, but maybe they can do a little research. I wouldn't leave them with the pawn shop, but go to the pawn shop, ask them what it's worth. They're going to look it up. Maybe, you know, have an answer for you of what they're worth. I don't think the pawn shop will give you a fair price, but they may be able to point you in the right direction to figure out the value of them. Sounds good, Patrick. Destiny Gal, send a stamp with sticker request. Jeff will spend too much on stamps alone. Yeah, when you send a self-addressed envelope, put a stamp on it. I mean, it's not that I'm against sending stamps, but I'm already sending you free stickers that I had to pay like $100 to get. But I want you guys to have them. They're neat. Don't vandalize with them, though. I've heard of a few people suggesting that. They're like, yo, give me a bunch of stickers. I'm going to run around town and slap them all over the poles and stop signs and stuff. Do not do that. Do not do that. Because I don't want people thinking hooligans are bad people or like what we do is a bad thing. Yes, I could always use the promotion, but do not vandalize things with these stickers that I'm sending you for free. I can't control what you do if you purchase stickers, but if, you know, I'm just handing out stickers out of the goodness of my heart, and I really appreciate all of you guys, and I wish I could do more than just give you free stickers, but don't vandalize things with them. What's up, PB Brown? Happy freedom. What's up, MD Cyrun? I was having myself quite a day today. That's why we're running late. And I tried. I mean, I've been sitting here since like 11 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 7 o'clock now. And I've been sitting here trying to go live, and it's like back-to-back problems and reasons why I haven't been able to go live. And so the YouTube stats told me that most people that are subscribed to the channel are on the platform between 5 and like 9 o'clock at night. And so I was like, okay, we're just going to try and go live at 5. And we're having a pretty good turnout. So I don't know. I don't think we can call it Coffee with Hooligans if we start regularly going live at 5. We'll have to call it something else. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I know that. Let's see. Spank Pure Gold will dent easily. So will lead. Can you send lead through the mail? Is that one of those items you can't? I know there's a few things that you can't send through the mail. I don't know if lead is one of them. I think batteries is one. You can't send batteries in the mail. You're not supposed to. We'll say it like that. You're not supposed to do that. What's going on here? What is that person still talking about me? I gotta be popular if people have nothing to do but go live and talk about me. I don't know what that person's problem is. I don't know why they're obsessed with me. I have them blocked on almost all platforms because they just want to make contact with me so bad. I don't know why though. I'm not nice. I'm not nice. I don't know why these people want to talk bad about me and then try and like mingle with me. Don't mingle with me. I'm not fun. I'm not a whole lot of fun. It's lucky he lives in DC or wherever he lives. Patrick, is my email not in the description? It's not. Patrick, I'm gonna type the email in. Maybe you can just copy it. Normally it's in the description, but when I start the live, I'm only allowed to put 1,000 characters in, and it doesn't make the deal right now. It's something I got to work out, but there's the email. Snooks, what is a cell phone bank? Oh, like a battery bank? I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know how it works. Maybe if it's in the package still, it's fine. I know they have that warning sign at the post office saying, like, there's certain things you can't send. And I wanted to say that it had batteries on it, but I don't know. There's separation between doing and what you're supposed to be doing, and so I just noticed it on my way in. Hair juicer. Usually vandalism is considered something damaging like spray paint. Chalk and stickers are usually not considered vandalism because they're easily removable. I've had friends that have been picked up for putting stickers all over the place, skateboard stickers and stuff, for vandalism. It's just because I live in a small town and they don't have anything to do. The police just want to arrest you if they can find a reason to arrest you. So I was just putting that out there. Lionheart, call it live at 5 with Jeff Mack and the Hooligans. We could. I mean, the majority of hooligans that I see on a daily basis seem to be here. I'm not against starting at 5. I don't know how that would affect the rest of my day. My schedule is packed so tight. That's what she said. But yeah, there's a lot of times where I'll end the live and like throw pants on, leave, get in the car, have to go do stuff, get gas, get food, pick people up, drop people off, do all this crazy stuff, come back, go live again with the game, play the game, end the live, eat food. It's like my schedule is just back to back, no breaks. So I don't know how going live at 5 every day will be, but it's going good so far. I will consider it, and I am kind of excited about all of your guys' enthusiasm about it. We may move it to 5 o'clock. It would help. That's why I'm late every day. I'm like, yeah, we're going to be live at 1, and then we don't go live till almost 2 o'clock because it takes so long for me to get everything set up. Kevin. There's a lot of apps that you can use for your phone. There's one called CapCut, I think, and that's like really popular right now for editing videos. What's up, Wendy? Happy freedom. That's awesome, Patrick. Spank, but if you remove sidewalk chalk, it's considered vandalism. I think it just depends on how the officers feel that day. Lion's Heart, you crack me up. Destiny Gal, live at 5 is better for me. Alright, drop a 1 in the chat if you like going live at 5 better than 1. Drop a 2 in the chat if you prefer to go live at 2. What's up, Matt? Happy freedom. I'm glad you're digging the beats. What's up, Wayne? Wayne, you know, honestly, if we were within distance, I would absolutely, I know you're asking Snooks, but I would totally come mow the lawn today. I have like a peace. There's like a calm about mowing the lawn or even vacuuming. There's just so much noise that nobody can ask you any questions, ask you to do anything, come and tell you stupid things like, you know, stuff you're not doing right, things you could do better, why you suck, all that kind of, they can't do that when you're mowing the lawn. You just mow the lawn and it just cancels out all the negativity of life, and I need that today. If you were within range, I'd be over there helping you out. Great grandma of 7, what, you don't wear pants while you're streaming? I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I won't reveal it until I'm ready to retire. When I'm ready to retire, then I'll just stand up one day and you guys will see what's going on. It might be graphic, it might not. You don't know. That's part of the participation. You never know what you're going to get. Captain Seamus mowed my lawn yesterday. I haven't mowed a yard in 5 or 6 years just because I live in this apartment building. I don't necessarily like having to mow the grass, but once I get out there and I'm doing it, it is peaceful. It is peaceful. And I don't want you guys thinking I'm bitching about you, because I'm not. It's everybody in real life that comes up and they're like, you know, cracking down on me. What's up, Don Sparks? You guys prefer the 1 o'clock. See, we should just do both. I don't know if I could find enough content to do both. Quake. It's like meditation, but loud. Yeah. Well, the chat is divided. It's interesting. Say I'm full commando. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do the full deal. You guys won't know that I have shirts for sale. That's the only reason I started wearing shirts. No, I think YouTube would crack down on me having my sexy shoulders out like I did before. Wild Turkey, 1 if you prefer the live running at 5, and 2 if you prefer the live running at 1. Yes. Patrick, got to mow the yard this weekend. Yeah, I don't like having to mow the lawn, but some days it's just good to do. Done. I push mowed 3 acres the other day, and then magically the riding lawnmower started working the very next day. Oh man, that's how life works too. Snooks, that's not true. That's not true. I couldn't wear a thong. Klaus would be chasing me around. What's that thing? What's that thing? Come here. Come here, let me see. What's that thing? I'm like, no. Get out of here, Klaus Daniels. Snooks, hard for you to do live at 5 and then gaming later. Yeah. I wish we could do both. I wish we could go live at 1 and then again at 5. Crystal Blue live at 1, rebroadcast at 5. I don't know. People would probably be mad that I'm showing the same things twice. You crack me up, Lion's Heart. Jeez. Is that how it works, JB? I appreciate you, Wendy. Alright, let's see what we got next. Captain Seamus. My only hooligans. You guys tempt me, but see, I'd probably make one and then nobody would even access it. And be like, man, I cleaned the whole house and made all these videos of me cleaning the house and nobody even bought a membership. If I ran a only hooligans, that's totally what I would do. I would just clean the house in an apron. And nothing else. Just an apron. No, I don't know. Selfie pics and whatnot. We got one more video. It's titled DeSantis Sending National Guard Shows Border is an American Problem. Let's see. It's weird how the border is so quiet now. I don't know if Oreo and them have been going live with it, but I haven't got any notifications about the border in like 2 days. Dutton can't free ball with the cat around. He'll speed bag your nuggets. You're not wrong. He's a monster. Where is that little beast? Meow meow. He's probably looking out the window. There's probably people still working out there. Oh, what time is it? I don't know. It's almost 7. Who knows? He's around here somewhere. You never know, PB Brown. That's part of the fun. You never know. Lone Wolf, yeah, he's been really quiet. I know. When I'm on the phone, almost everybody I talk to on the phone is like that. They're like, it's weird, I don't hear Klaus in the background. I'm like, yeah, where is he? He's like kids. He starts being quiet. It's like, hey, he must be up to no good. I'm gonna have to go check on him. See what he's up to. You guys crack me up. All right, once again, this video is DeSantis sent a National Guard, shows border is an American problem.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announcing plans to send more than 1,100 National Guard soldiers and law enforcement officers to Texas to help with border security.
So state and federal officials still concerned about a possible surge in border crossings following the end of Title 42. Joining us now, former Texas Congresswoman Mayra Flores and Christopher Olivares, a staff lieutenant for the Texas Highway Patrol. We've had both of you on before. Thank you so much for being here. Mayra, I want to start with you. DeSantis previously sent support to the U.S. southern border in Texas and Arizona in 2021. Now, following a request for assistance from the governors of those states, how is this any different from what happened back then in 2021?
Well, honestly, we're very grateful to Governor DeSantis for wanting to help our state because he understands that this isn't just a South Texas problem. This is an American problem. And we're hoping that this encourages other governors to also come to South Texas to help us with resources and manpower because we don't have that here in South Texas. But most importantly, we need to change the policies because we can bring all these resources. But if we don't change the policies, people will continue to cross illegally.
I like that they show the wall after telling everyone that the wall doesn't work. But you don't see anyone cross that wall unless someone lets them in.
Sending them a couple of few hundred migrants when that's what they're supposed to be doing. And they want to leave us alone. And they have encouraged this. So it's time for sanctuary cities to step up and deal with it because we have been dealing with this for the past 3 years.
No doubt the migrant crisis has spread across the country. As you allude to, Mayra, the idea that buses of migrants are making their ways across the country to end up in other cities. We've spoken to mayors of border towns who say essentially that their town's like a processing center. They get the information from the migrants, they load them up on the bus, and then they're on their way. And a big question as to where's the ultimate destination for these folks and what are they planning to do once they arrive and attempt to settle in. And Christopher, that goes back to what's happening with Governor DeSantis here. He said the impacts of Biden's border crisis are felt by communities across the nation, and the federal government's abdication of duty undermines the sovereignty of our country and the rule of law. In your opinion, what's the federal government missing in this entire sequence of events?
Well, I mean, the fact is that they failed to provide any type of resources to Border Patrol agents or to border communities or, in fact, the entire country. Their responsibility is to secure the border to protect the American people, but they have neglected to do that for the past 2 years. And that's why the state of Texas, we've been having to step in for the past 2 years when Governor Abbott launched Operation Lone Star. This is a $4 billion operation that we have spent as far as the past 2 years, all state funded, all state resources, and we're actually looking for another $4 billion for the next 2 years. And also what's happening now with Governor DeSantis.
I'm not sure why this guy's in front of a green screen.
We need the manpower, not just for us as a state agency, but also for Border Patrol. Currently, right now, we have Idaho State Police. They're actually here in the Rio Grande Valley right now working with us. They've been with us for the past 2 weeks. They'll have another team coming in the next 2 weeks. So we have all these state agencies that are willing to help because they realize that the federal government does not want to provide any type of support whatsoever, whether it's funding, whether it's manpower or policies. And that's why we're going to continue seeing this crisis at the border. And it is a crisis. Just because Title 42 is gone, even with that, right now, the numbers have slightly declined. Yes, they have. But we're still experiencing anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 daily encounters a day. That is not sustainable. That should not be happening. But again, it all goes back to the policies. It all goes back to what this administration is currently doing right now. And what they're trying to do is trying to hide the negative optics by actually releasing illegal immigrants through the ports of entry. That's one thing that we need to keep a close eye on is how many people are being processed through the ports of entry, how many are being released with notice to appears for court dates 3 or 4 years from now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's incredible. Some of them even longer than that before they get processed. It's definitely a situation that's getting worse by the day. As you mentioned, a bit of a drop in the surge, but this is going to continue to play out for days, weeks, even longer than that. Thank you so much for your time. Former Texas Congresswoman Mayra Flores and Christopher Olivares. Thank you so much.
I don't know. I can't tell if things are calming down on the border or not. It's hard to tell without live footage. Edward was in Texas yesterday, and he was taking images and checking out Border Patrol and stuff. Apparently they're stopping all the semis and whatnot, looking for drugs and trafficking and making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. Not preventing people from coming across illegally, though. They're not doing that. Of course, that comes from orders that come from above. They can only do what they're allowed to do. I don't know. I think at this point they might just try and make it all silent. Because I haven't seen Oreo down there. I haven't seen First Responder Media down there. It just seems like all I'm finding is remnants of what's happening on the border. We covered something yesterday, and that was today's video that had to do with the border invasion. It's hard to say at this point. I'm waiting to see some cartel action on this side of the fence. I'm seeing cartel video, but it's Mexico side. There has to be a certain amount of cartel on our side at this point. Like 6,000 or 10,000 or 15,000 people coming across every day. There's got to be a good amount of cartel on our side at this point. So I'm waiting for stuff to happen. You'll see them run cities and stuff like that, you know, like a Tony Montana style, like Scarface. Bombay Man, way too many single men. Yeah, they're all young, male, fighting age, on their own. It's suspicious. Patrick, it's happening in countries all over the world, not just the US. Yeah, I'm hearing about it in the UK. I hear about it in Canada. I don't think they're all coming from the same place, but for some reason there's this theme of letting bad guys in and just open borders in general. What's up, F Body Bill? Happy freedom. Destiny Gal, they were blocked from streaming. I know they weren't allowed to stream from the US side, but they were going to the Mexico side to show stuff. I don't know who that is. Dutton. What's up, USA Forever? Happy freedom. Grey Wolf, DeSantis should have done this 4 months ago. Yeah, I don't even know what the right answer is at this point. They keep sending all those people to the border, but then the border agents just let them come in. So what is everyone else there for? Elon, weird, chat disappeared on tablet, stuck with the phone now. I don't know, I feel like the YouTube app is like kind of glitchy. Donald, this is on Walter, he owns this. Yeah, well, they want it to happen. They want that human trafficking, and this is a way they can do it right in front of all of us, and no one's gonna do anything about it. I think if he was kidnapping Americans and stuff and they were just taking them away in the middle of the night, I think people would be outraged. But to have people from another country come here where nobody even knows that they're here and then they just go missing, well, are you really missing if no one knows you're here? So, I don't know. It is definitely on him, though. That's crazy, Miss Jamie. I haven't heard anything about that. Absolutely, Gary. Spock, DeSantis is a glowy. I don't know. I know he says all the right things, and he seems to be doing right by the people in Florida. I think it's weird that George Soros was like backing him. I don't want to say it like that. Supports him running for 2024 or whatever. And I don't think DeSantis has even said that he was going to run. And I know a lot of Floridians don't want him to because, you know, they brought him in to run the full term, not a partial term, and then run campaign for 2024. Patrick, Abbott is a glowy. I don't hear very many good things about Abbott. I know it's not as bad as Whitmer. I know that. Whitmer wishes that she was Biden's girlfriend so bad. So bad. She'd wipe that diaper with her tongue. She would do anything to get in there with old man Walter. She was in the news yesterday, or maybe it was earlier today, talking about electric vehicles here in Michigan. Like, what are you talking about? They couldn't survive these potholes we got. She's always going on and on. Oh, we got to fix the damn roads. We'll fix them then. You hadn't been here forever. Running our state right into the ground. Least you could do is fix our roads that we're paying for. T-Law, and they want to replace us. They're trying. I think they're replacing blue team because blue team people are starting to turn into red team or even purple. So they need to refill the roster up for people who support blue team because they're running out. MD Cyron, would a glowy send immigrants to Martha's Vineyard? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's a pretty good point. I don't think so. You start running into that inception mindset. You're like, but would they do it so nobody knew they were a glowy? It's like glowy and glowy inception. I don't know. But we have seen it. There was the J6. What was it? I don't want to say it was an anniversary. It was something. And everybody expected all these people to show up in D.C. and all the police put all these gates out. And there was like one arrest and it was a Fed. They arrested a federal agent for being there out in D.C. There wasn't anything violent going on and this guy got arrested. So it's kind of some inception. But you notice you don't see Patriot Front getting arrested. That one time, and it was in the paper. I didn't see it live. I just seen that image where they were all standing there with their hands on their head and the U-Haul was pulled over. And that was probably an accident too. They probably thought it was, I don't know, some law-abiding citizens and they wanted to go pull them over and make their life hell. And it was like, oh, it's actually Patriot Front in this U-Haul. Darn it. Took a picture. Most they could do is scream out racism. Yeah, Captain Seamus. I'm trying to think. Patriot Front was supposedly, I think, in D.C. over the weekend, I want to say, or maybe it was Friday. I didn't see any live on it. I seen a bunch of clips on Twitter, and there was a ton of them. But then they got to a certain point, and then a police line moved in and refused to let anyone follow them as they were leaving the area. Like, you don't really see that. You don't see police protecting anyone except for Antifa. And they're not usually leaving. They're usually just surrounded by police officers so they can launch piss bottles at Proud Boys and stuff like that. But the Fed Boy Patriot Front, they were leaving the area. They were like going down some stairs to a subway or something. I don't know where they were going. They were leaving the area and the police blocked off the entrance to the stairs they were at and refused to let press or anyone follow them out. And it seemed like a big staged federal operation. Let's see. Yeah, Captain Seamus. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't see any of that live, though. That's what I always think is crazy, is the stuff that you see promoted the most is stuff that just didn't happen to be captured live for some reason. Nobody has live footage of it. You'll see very few pictures or maybe little clips of video, and they'll just be spread all over the internet, but nobody captured it live. Nobody that we're connected to or the news is connected to happened to be there when it happened. It's just so much stage psyop stuff. It drives me nuts. Yeah, Spock. Parking garage or something. Oh, MD Siren? Did Salty cover it? Yeah. Science Works. I'm not sure if that was DC or if that was Boston. I'm not really sure. A lot of the stuff you see on Twitter doesn't have any context. There's this page that a lot of people follow and a lot of people have flocked to it over the last year. They started off by covering a lot of the UFO stuff and the train derailments and things like that. But they don't credit anything. They jack footage from everything and stick their logo on it, and they don't source it. They don't give any context. They just post this video and then just kind of say some stuff, and you're inclined to believe it or ignore it. I don't know. What's up, Hydrodynamic? You missed it. Somebody was talking about a sandy starfish, and I was like, where is Hydrodynamic? He would love that. Captain Seamus, the algorithm is so broken that anyone showing stuff live is completely blocked out and very hard to find. Yeah. I remember when lives used to just like fall in your lap when it came to YouTube, and now they're like all hidden. Like there's a, I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but on my YouTube, probably because of my searches and stuff, there's a tab at the top that says live, and if I click on it, it's supposed to show me all the lives that are going on, and it's usually like 3 videos, and they're all lo-fi music or fish swimming or something. It's not actual lives. But then if you type in like gaming and then filter it to live, you'll see a bunch of lives. Or IRL, and then filter it for live, and you'll see a bunch of other lives for people walking around and stuff. But if you just go to the live tab itself, they only show you like 2 or 3 things, and it's nothing special going on. And I think that's because they're trying to get away from promoting lives, because they want to promote short form content, because there's more people that are watching TikTok than there is watching YouTube. TikTok is the #1 app right now, and it's because people like to sit there and scroll endlessly because they're getting dopamine every time they do it. And we're all dopamine addicts at this point. We're all addicted to dopamine in our brain. And so people prefer TikTok just because there's more young people than old people. And so YouTube wants creators to make short form content. If you want to get monetized right now, you used to only have to have 40,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. Now you have to have that and 10 million views on shorts. That is a hard thing to accomplish. But they have it that way because they want you to just focus on making shorts. If all you did was make shorts and you didn't make anything else, you would eventually hit the 40,000 hours of watch time and the 1,000 subscribers and your 10 million views on shorts. But lives, short form content like, 5-minute videos and stuff like that, they're not going to get the job done. So I think they're starting to bury lives now. That way people don't try to make their way by being a live streamer. They want creators making short form content. They want to steal all the users from TikTok. Let's see. What's up, fan? Done. I'd rather a 6-hour live stream than a TikTok any day. Yeah, they're just catering to younger people. I think older people don't care about short form content, but there's more kids than adults. There's more teenagers than adults, and that's who's consuming most of this. Here, Juicer, it sucks. It's hard to find people, especially when everyone is split between Odyssey, Rumble, etc. Yeah, it's true. It's because people don't have a place to go. They don't want to hang on YouTube because it's full of communism, and they go elsewhere hoping for greener grass, but all the other platforms have problems. I was commenting on Rumble's post on Twitter earlier, and they were liking my comments, so I think they were paying attention to what I was saying, but people were saying that, Rumble's the future and all that, and I was like, well, my viewers have a hard time crossing over to Rumble because the app and live chat relationship is buggy, and they like that post, and then I said something, I think I described it with more detail, and then they went and liked that post too. So I think they're paying attention. I think they are working on making it better, but people want things to be good to go right off the rip. So they go to Odyssey, it buffers, they leave Odyssey. They don't even give it a second chance. Same thing with Rumble. They go to Rumble, they can't find the chat, they can't get involved, maybe it's buffering, maybe the quality's bad, and then they leave, and then everybody goes back to YouTube because YouTube works, and that's because they got trillions of dollars to put into it because it's owned by Google. But that's also why it's a communist platform, is because they have all that money to where they don't care if you leave. They know you'll come back because their platform's been worked on for so long. So it's a juggle for sure. I agree, Damon Walker. Adrian, we have attention spans beyond 30 seconds. Yeah, but kids don't. It's like 7 seconds or something like that. Like the average attention span on TikTok before you scroll is like 7 seconds. It's like you get that dopamine and you're like, oh, I need something else. 7 seconds later, boom. Every 7 seconds, you're just feeding yourself for your dopamine addiction. Hair juicer, some guy paid sticks to plug his channel and I couldn't find his channel at all. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Their algorithm is weird. It's almost like you got to think about it like you're Gen Z. You got to think about what Gen Z would want, and that's their motivation for how they're building the platform. I think that's why YouTube looks the way it does right now. It's because they're trying to make it as much like an app as possible. Like this is, pretty much what it looks like on your phone. So on the computer, they want it to look the same way, just in case Gen Z gets on a computer, a laptop or whatever. They want it to resemble the same thing because Gen Z doesn't know anything outside of a smartphone. They've had a smartphone strapped to their face since they fell out of the hoo-ha. Ghost, yeah, most likely. Yeah, I think YouTube will cut off creators before anything shows up and replaces it. Patrick, there's a lot of hooligans that do that. I like seeing the live chat on my TV on YouTube. I use my phone to chat while watching my TV. Yeah, there's a few hooligans that do that. Sometimes people, I don't know if it's still like this because the platform is different, but when I'm on this screen and I'm on the left side, every once in a while I'll go to the right side, but then people will complain. They'll say that the chat's covering me up. I don't know if it's still like that, but I don't know, I'd be covering something else, so I'd move my camera off to the other side and everybody would start complaining in the chat. They're like, we can't see you now. You're underneath the chat. I don't know if it's still like that, though, because they changed everything. I should spend more time looking at lives and stuff. But I spend so much time running my own live that when I'm not live, I don't watch YouTube. I don't watch anything. I put something on Netflix, like F is for Family or something like that, and it just plays in the background, and I'm just like answering stuff on my phone because I have all these apps and all this stuff I'm in charge of, so people need help or they're looking for something or they're asking me something, and so it's like I'm either live or I'm kind of doing customer service or I'm hanging out with hooligans and stuff. Well, hooligans, that's all I have for today. How long did we run? 2 hours and 12 minutes. That's not bad. I think we're going to do another shot, though. I don't have nothing. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it because I'm going to blow it right at the end. I don't want any bad things. See, it's 7 o'clock. Oh, man, I don't know. What'd you guys vote for? Let's see what we got here. Damon Walker, we should have a hooligan party down at the Ludington State Park. That would be awesome. That would be super awesome. I want to get together at the Ludington Beach. Oh, what is it called? Stearns Park or something? I don't know. If you type in Ludington Beach, I'm sure you'll find it. But I'd like to have that be the starting location for a flag walk. I just got to find a day. It's not going to be 4th of July weekend. It's not going to be Macker weekend. It's not going to be Memorial Day weekend because Ludington sucks during those weekends. But, yeah, Patrick, I know right now I'm in the middle. But I do want to actually schedule a flag walk. I'm going to have my own flag walks that I'll just do randomly when it's convenient because our weather kind of sucks. That's what makes it hard to do flag walks. But I do want to schedule some this year and see if people show up and want to participate. Plus, it would be cool to have a potluck. Like, I really want to do that. And I would love to do it on my own property, but as much as my electric bill is going to be from now on, I doubt I'll ever have enough money to get into my own house. But we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, Miss Jamie, you can do everything on the website. I almost think I have too much on the website. I've actually been thinking about slimming down all this stuff that you can do on the website because I think it's confusing for people. I think they get to the website and they're like, whoa, what am I supposed to do? There's all this stuff here. And I just wanted everyone to have the ability to pretty much do whatever they want. We have everything that every platform has. Every social media mixed together is what my website is. And I wanted everyone to have freedom, but I think it's too much. I think it's confusing for people, so I don't know. We're going to do spiel deal. We're going to do a little advertisement, and then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're going to take a shot, and then we're going to wrap this up. And then we'll be live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for playing the game. I'm going to see what you guys voted for really quick. I think it's Fallout again. Which is fine with me. I like playing Fallout. It's my jam. Wow, Horizon actually got second place. That's surprising. That is really surprising. As of right now, I'm going to post a link in the chat. That way you guys can vote if you would like. Let's see. Hair juicer skydiving meetup? Absolutely. We gotta get Sam involved. He's the pro. He's the pro. Must be old. Seen a comment saying that you guys can't hear me, but I see the meter. Tricked me for a second there. Alright, that link will take you to go vote. Right now we have 68 votes, 37% towards Fallout in the lead, 25% for Forza Horizon 5, which is the car game for those of you that don't know, 24% for Warzone 2.0, and 15% for Fortnite. I only got Fortnite because I thought you guys wanted to watch it. I've never played it until I played it live, and I'm realizing you guys don't want to watch it. I might uninstall it just to free up some memory. Let's see. Hydrodynamic. I don't think I have the nuggets to skydive. Oh, no. No. You just take a shot. You'll be fine. I don't like heights at all. I'll be like shaking to death. I already told Sam he's going to have to kick me out of the plane. But, it's got to do it. You got to do it at least once. Let's see. Ooh, let's put this right here. All right, hooligans. When you get a second, please go to the link tree. You should be able to find the link tree link in the description. Maybe Snooks will post it. But all of my links are listed on the link tree. Go find Gilded right here. Join Gilded membership. No, right here. Join Gilded. Go find Gilded. Gilded is free, and it is currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live, there's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on, and there's a ton of hooligans hanging out all day, every day for you to chat it up with, so definitely go join Gilded. Also, on the link tree, you can find links to the merch store right here. If you would like to grab some merch, we have shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs, as well as some other specialty items. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black. But if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the different colors that item comes in. Also, you can find links to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you would like to help support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to send emails or addresses or anything like that. And because of the way the wish list is set up, you don't have to notify me or anything like that. It's not being sent to my P.O. box. It's actually being sent directly to me. So you don't have to worry about that. The wish list is awesome and ready to go. There's also links to the membership program. If you guys would like to join some of the memberships, we have memberships for YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. And then at the very top of the link tree, that link will give you a week's worth of free access to the website as a member. There's no strings attached. You're not going to get your credit card charged or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. I know all these websites out here are like, oh, get this free trial, and then after your week's up, then they charge your credit card. You don't know how to cancel it. We're not doing that. You get a free week where you'll have access to your own profile. They'll give you access to the private social media area. You'll have access to the live streaming area with the built-in chat. And you'll also have access to our advanced messaging system with the ability to text, call, video call, group text, group call, group video call, and the ability to upload any kind of media that's ever been created. So MP3s, MP4s, slideshows, all that. Documents, it's all there. The availability is there to network with other hooligans, show off all the cool stuff you do, find information and all of that. So definitely go get a membership for jeffmaclive.com. All right, we are going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Mitchell, Dying Light. Yeah, If you guys have game suggestions, feel free to comment underneath the poll. I do take that stuff into account, and when I get some extra money and stuff, we'll buy some more games for the gaming live. All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Whoa. Ooh, for a second there, I thought I clicked the wrong button. I almost did this. Let's do this all the time. Little things make me happy. That's what she said. I appreciate all of you hooligans. Thanks for hanging out with me. My apologies for being so late today. I've just had quite a day, but you guys really have improved it. Jamie and Deborah, dang, I missed the whole live. That sucks, Jamie. I appreciate you guys being here. You guys are so awesome. We will be playing the game 10 p.m. Eastern Time. It looks like we're playing Fallout unless you guys change it. I've dropped a link in the chat. You guys have the ability to change how it's going, but I like Fallout. It's kind of like playing in a movie. So if you don't really like video games, it's still worth checking out. We're all having fun in the chat and hanging out. It's not so much about being professional at video games. It's just doing something fun, not worried about the sky falling or how corrupt the government is, just trying to unwind for the end of the day. So definitely come give it a try. As I said, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Coffee with Hooligans. I will try and figure something out so we can go live at 5. I know a lot of you guys would prefer that. I'm trying to please everybody. I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to enjoy being here. I really enjoy hanging out with all of you guys. So I will figure something out, but as of right now, we're just going to keep everything at 1 p.m. Eastern Time until I can figure out something that's going to work for all of us. So I will see if I don't see you at the gaming live. We're going to take a shot, and then we're going to wrap this up. You hooligans are the best hooligans that a king hooligan could ask for. Cheers. Ooh. 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 I looked at the camera, and I didn't know if it was blurry on the screen or if my vision was blurry. That's for you hooligans. Whew. I appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I appreciate all the support from you hooligans, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for everything. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.